Then the fun part, you get to add in your venues. So let's go to setup and venues. So here again, I've got a list which displays all of my bookable venues. And again, top right-hand corner, edit and add a new record to create that one in. So you can see I've got my list here of new ones that I've got through. Actually going to use one that I've already got to save me keep typing things in whilst I'm going through it with you. So I'm going to check my Champions Hall, but you'll obviously be typing in this detail yourself. So obviously the name of your venue, mine is my Champions Hall, and then you've got a status. So active just means it's going to display on your public website. Inactive means you're setting it all up here, but it's not actually displaying on that website yet because you haven't set the status to active. Then we've got that public bookings notification. So I said previously, you've got that bookings notification being sent through to the clerk. So if you've set that up in your standard automated settings, that's the address that it will use. And obviously, if you want to put an individual one in for specific venues, or you just want to add in so that you know that's the address that it comes to each time, then do pop that one in there. And it will just, as I said, send that email through once a public bookings notification has come through. Select the available type that matches the venue you're creating. So this one's just going to be a hall for me. And you can type in the seating or standing capacity. There's a further box here, capacity for public website. So this is just displaying this information. Do you want this information displayed on the website or don't you want it displayed? And if you do want it displayed, do you want the customer that's actually making that booking to tell you how many attendees they're going to have? So different options there depending on how you want that information displayed on the website. Then you've got your description. So here is where you've got the ability, obviously, to sell your venue. So you want to pop as much information as you possibly can into there to obviously promote it and to sell it. Going into the location, you can type in your address here for the venue. This is going to pick it up from Google itself. So you can claim your venue on Google Places. And if you have done, then it will give you the ability to display those ratings on the web page as well. Obviously, making sure that you've typed that in, it will pinpoint it for you, and then it'll be able to enable your customers to find your venue. Then we've got your availability. So obviously, simply, pop the tick in the box for all if it's the same for every single day, or you can tick the boxes individually and select just opening times. You can have two opening and closing times for each venue for each specific day. So in my case, it sort of closes and opens again. You might also have one where it possibly, over the weekend, over sort of like a Saturday or Friday evening, that it runs on to sort of 2 or 3 o'clock the following morning. So you can have that first open period from midnight until 2 o'clock, and then the main one for the bulk of the day as well. So select the availability. Next one we've got then minimum booking slot available. So what is the minimum time that can be booked? So it goes down from anything from 5 minutes up to the full day. So 5 minutes might seem a little bit extreme, but just coming out the back end of Christmas, we sort of had like the Santa's grottos and things that were going onto the website, and those slots were down to that sort of 5 to 10 minutes. As far as actually making the booking, when the customers go onto that online website, they'll be given like a 15-minute slot for a start time and finish time. So even though the venue's open from 9 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they'll be given a start time of 9 a.m. or 9:15 or 9:30. If you've got anything less than 15 minutes, then obviously it will give you those 5-minute or 10-minute increments when they're looking to book it. Maximum time available. So again, maximum time it can be booked for. And is there any buffer time that's needed either before or after for preparing the venue? So you've got a minimum time, you've also got a maximum time in advance that the bookings can be made. And finally, a tick box to restrict the bookings within the financial year. So when you are doing those block bookings, do you obviously want it to cross over into the new financial year, and thinking about that invoicing and the invoices when they can be generated? So pop a tick in the box if that applies to you. More settings here, settings for the bookings via the public website. So again, this is all still looking to the public website and actually building that, but we'll take a look at in a moment at what it looks like. So when they're coming online and they're making that inquiry, are they making an inquiry? So when somebody says, oh yes, please, I'd like to book your Champions Hall for next Monday, and that comes through to the bookings clerk to see whether that's okay. Do you want somebody else that's looking for it next Monday as well to see that venue as available? So if you do, then you can have it set to inquiry. Obviously, if not, if somebody's already said, I'd like it from 8 till 9 o'clock, do you then want it to not be available for somebody else to suggest that they can book it at the same time? Then you can set it to provisional. Or the other choice is if you're accepting online payments as well, you can obviously set the booking straight to confirmed. The venue's already booked, and they can obviously put their credit card details online and book and pay for that venue straight away. Finally, this is where you need all of your pictures to be ready. So upload any photographs or pictures or even documents and files that you have that are related to that venue. So I've just got a couple of pictures here, but you can also upload sort of other terms and conditions, possibly not the best option that I've chosen to put there on the training database, but you might have table layout plans or other costings that you actually want to pop up so people can actually see that when they're looking for further information for the venue. You can move these around as well. So if you've uploaded sort of half a dozen photographs and you want them in a different order, then this little blue button will just allow you to move around so that you've got the first picture on display and second and third, etc. as well. A nice little touch. We're trying to obviously think about promoting and displaying all of that information up on the website. If you do want to add a little video, have a video of someone walking around the venue and showing it off, then you can obviously do that, and you can pop in either a Vimeo link or just a standard YouTube link up there, and that will then also pop that up onto your website as a nice little feature to display and promote your venue. Then we've got the booking status and the payment status. So summarize your cancellation policy in here. Attach the fees. So we looked at my small group when we were actually all my small venues when we were creating my fee group. But for this particular hall, I've got my medium venue fee group. So I've just attached the medium venues there. But that's just come through from those that you've already done as part of the setup. As far as the fees are concerned, the fee that's actually going to display on the website will be made up of the minimum and maximum fee that you've got per hour for the venues displayed. So it might be from sort of, £20 to £40. If you don't want that to display from your actual fee group, then you've got unlimited free text that you can pop in here that will display those prices instead. So as it says here, it says leave it blank to display it from the value of the attached fees. So as I said, that's just going to look to the minimum maximum price. But if you'd prefer to put price on application or anything else that you want to pop in for those fee text, then that's free text that you can type in there that will appear on the public website. Tick all of those that apply for the activity lists, and then you've got additional services at the end here as well. So various different ones, obviously so many different choices here depending on what you've got available within your venue. So you've got a list of specific services that we've got here. If you do have others or you've got additional ones and they're not in this list, again, let us know at Scribe Support and we'll pop that one on for you so that you can simply pop a tick in the box to say that, it's another one that is available for you. If it's mandatory, again, pop a tick in the box. It will just make sure that that's added to every booking once it's made. You can have any different notes that you want to on here, and anything that you put in this notes tooltip, you'll see as a little information point when we go on to the public bookings, just to sort of say what that information means. Type in the cost if it's applicable and then select the unit. So how are you actually charging for this additional service? Is it none? Is it free? Is it payment on the day? Is it per booking? Is it per hour? Is it per attendee? Or is it a percentage of the hiring fee? So lots of different abilities for you to actually be able to build those additional services and those additional costs onto your site. So once you've done that, clicking on to save venue will save that, and that's your venue completely set up and ready to go.